So coming to you live, here we go. We've got multiplying decimals using the standard algorithm. Now, these notes are not the best laid out in my opinion, but it was easier than trying to make my own. Here we go. First thing you do when you are multiplying decimals is you stack the numbers. You do not need to. So I'm going to cross this off. This is not important. That's not important. You don't have to do that. First thing you're going to do is stack your numbers. So 2.74 times 3.9, it's horizontal. We want it vertical. It's easier to solve. So I'm going to put times 3.9 here. Okay? Now, check. Count the decimal places in both factors. I've got 2 decimal places here and 1 decimal place here. That's a total of 3. So put a 3 there, just so I know. Now I can forget about the decimal totally.
I have a question.
Forget about the decimal. We're going to answer Amani's question. Yes.
So for the 3.9, are we supposed to align the decimal though?
Okay, I did say you do not have to align the decimals for multiplying. Adding, subtracting, yes. Multiplying, doesn't matter. Okay? And that's also why I crossed this out, because the person who made these notes, they want you to line them up and then add zeros, but to me that's just silly because now you're adding more zeros. I was going to put it on the web, but maybe not because y'all are talking, so we'll see. But, again, back to this. We've got 3 passes, or 3 places. So now we're going to multiply. That's all we got to do next is multiply. So, 9 times 4 is 36. We carry the 3. Why do we carry the 3?
Because you can't put it down. Well, yeah, you carry the number all the time.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I just know I have to.
Okay, this is the 1 place, right?
Yeah.
So I can't put the 3 there. It's the tens place, so we put it up there. Okay? I could actually put 36, but then when I did 9 times 7, I'd have to do that down here. Okay? So I'd have like this big long thing. We don't do that. This is a shortcut. So now 9 times 7 is 63 plus that 3 is 66, so we carry that 6 over there. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 6 is 24. Okay, now we're going to move over to the 3, which means we have to put a 0 here because that 3 is in the tens place. So we stick that 0 to move everything over. 3 times 4 is 12, so we carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus is 22. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So now we've got 6, 8, 6, 10.
So then
we're not done yet.
You got to add the decimal in 3 times.
Yep, we've got 3 places, so we go 1, 2, 3 there. So our answer is 10.686. Woo! Okay. Now look at this. We just did all this and didn't pay attention to it. Multiply the factors. We did that. Check. Add the partial products and add zeros. Again, get rid of that silly thing. That's just more work than we need to do. Okay, so you add those, and then in the product, start at the right and count to the left the same number of places, which we had were 3, and then insert your decimal point. Now, here's the really best part about this. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Now, down at the bottom, it says check using digital root. Guess what? This is not anything that a 6th grader needs to know how to do. Okay? That's okay. So, the whole bottom part's not something a 6th grader needs to know. You're going to take care of it later. So, just flip. Here we go. 2 teams of factory workers help build a sewing machine. The first team takes 145.93 hours to build 1 sewing machine. The second team takes 1.37 times as long to complete the same job. About how many hours does it take the second team to build a sewing machine?
That means that we have to multiply.
That is correct. We do need to multiply. And what we're going to multiply is what the first team took, 145.93 hours. And it says that the second team took 1.37 times as long. So times 1.37. And now we do the math. 7 times 3, 21. 63, 4, 5. 35, 41. 28, 32. 10. Put a 0. 3 times 3. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 is 17. 3 times 4 is 12, and 1 is 13. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. There we go. I know I'm going really fast, but this is how fast you should be able to do this. Okay? Now we put 2 zeros, and we do. It's times 1, so it's just the same. We go 3, 9, 5, 4, 1. Wha!
I mean, it wasn't that easy, but...
Okay? There's 1, and 14. 10, 11, 12, 10, 17, 18, 19, 8, 9, 8, 9, and 1. Now, how many decimal places did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer is 199.9241. And notice it says here about how many. No, we're just going to round up.
Yeah.
The 200. No. 200, 921.
200 hours to make one
199.
sewing machine.
200 hours, so it's like...
To build one sewing machine.
So 200 divided by 24.
No, you don't work 24 hours a day. You work 8 hours a day. So it took them 15 days. It took 15 days. Here we go. Number 2, something that you guys know absolutely nothing about because you don't live anywhere near farmers. Using a large harvester, Farmer John digs up 249 pounds of potatoes in 1 hour. How many pounds of potatoes does Farmer John dig up in 12 hours?
So that means we have to divide?
This is all multiplied. 249 times 12. Do the math. Tell me the right answer. Go.
Alright, got it. 999. No, slow. Hey, do it. No, you don't. I know it. No, you don't. No, you do.
2988. 200 and 988. 2,988.
There you go. Yes.
I said 200 and 988. I'm so freaky.
Oh my god, man. I took forever to do math, but I got 2 bars. Missy almost put 9.
I did, but I got it. Okay? So there we go. Now, here we go. Here's a real life thing that you guys are going to have to deal with. Habib's car is out of gasoline. I know, Habib. This is called being culturally relevant, or so they say. Okay? I think this is just ridiculous, but they've decided, the people in charge in government, that we need to make our word problems more relevant to your everyday life.
Why?
So instead of saying John and Mary and Sue, it's Jose, Rodrigo, Habib. I'm like, how many Habibs do you know?
0.
But there might be one. Habib. So Habib's car is out of gas and he needs to fill it up. Habib's tank in his car holds 21.8 gallons of gasoline, and it costs $3.35 for 1 gallon.
I was doing this morning with my grandma because she was like,
How much?
We were watching the news and they said it was only like $2, and then she was like, well, and then they're like, it's like firing up, and they're like, go to Cali, so my grandma's from Cali, she was
Okay.
like, it's like $4.
Yeah, it's really bad in Cali. 21.8 times 3.35. So So how much money does Habib need to fill up his gas tank?
A lot.
Do it. Do the math. Come on.
40. I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
Thank you.
I got 8 too. Can you shut up? Can you be respectful towards my manner?
No.
Okay. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Whoa.
$7,630.
Can you see?
Oh, I got all the way wrong.
So yes, whoever it was back there that said, I got A.
Oh,
$73
third part.
and 3 cents.
Let's probably like
$73 to fill up his gas tank.
73. What?
Now,
I pointed at her.
can I tell you something about real life?
Yes.
If you have a vehicle that has a tank that's 21.8,
That's a little.
no, that's a lot. That means that you have a big giant car, which means it's sucking gas a lot. It's called a gas guzzler, which means you don't get but maybe 10 miles per gallon. So that means this person's going to have to fill up every 100 miles.
Yeah, that's why my
So basically, if you drive to Marana and back again, you got to fill up your gas tank.
Yeah, my
after
Miranda,
2
my
trips.
brother has a big old,
North
my
of
brother has a
Tucson.
truck, like a SUV, so he has to fill up
Yeah.
gas.
Now, let me tell you how much I pay for gasoline every week.
$30. I mean, no, that's from
$3?
$3. Maybe a little bit, $3.50, depends on the price of gas. My motorcycle has 1 gallon tank.
What?
I put 1 gallon in and I can drive all week long. I can drive about almost 70 miles on 1 gallon of gasoline. Because that's how those things are made. Ride a bicycle and you pay nothing for gas. Ride a scooter or a motorcycle, you're only going to pay a little bit. Drive a car, you're going to pay more. Okay? Drive a truck.
You're gonna pay a
Okay?
million dollars.
And my dad, who has a motor home, you can go 5 miles on 1 gallon of gasoline. So it costs like $5,000 to drive from Michigan down here. It's ridiculous. So don't buy a motor home. All right. Go ahead and get your math practice. All right.
I did it!
Okay?